Hello, friends. Brooke with the Restoration Project here, talking about authenticity today. And a couple of things when I think about living out our authentic life or authentic leadership style, working style, a few things come to mind. One is to find who your authentic self is. For me, that took several years of work to figure out who I really was and come out from underneath a shame-filled, you're not good enough mentality that I had lived with for a very long time and hid from everyone. And so I would just say, one is to find out who your authentic self is, right? Who are you at your best? What do you value? Why do you value those things? What are your unique gifts? And really lean into those. Second is once you figure out who your authentic self is, really who you are, I would say take ownership and responsibility for that person, right? It's my job as someone who has a gift of energy and that spark plug and the positive laughter and humor and caring for others. Those things come naturally to me. It's my responsibility to own who that person is, and it's also important that I take responsibility for who I'm not. And who I'm not is someone who can have tough, hard, walk into the lion's den, difficult conversations. I'm not a direct communicator. I'm also someone who is not aggressive in my nature. And all of those things are qualities, right, that I admire in others, but that's not who I am. So taking responsibility for who I'm not is important in living out authentically. And then last, I would just say to embrace it. And what I mean by embracing our authentic self is to not compare ourselves or shame ourselves for the person that we aren't, right? I've really had to focus on that this year with my word enough, in that I still find myself constantly, actually I shouldn't say constantly, that's a lie. I do find myself at times comparing myself to others and others that are close to me, right? I mean, it's one thing to be comparing yourself to, paying attention to things on social media, but it's another thing to be comparing yourself to friends, to family, to colleagues, to your leader, to your boss. It's not serving you well, and it's prohibiting you from living out who you really are and leaning into your unique gifts and your qualities and who you were created to be. And being that person is who we need to show up in this world, and giving yourself some compassion and some empathy and some grace in showing up as that person. So embrace yourself and not compare yourself to others. That, in a nutshell, are my tips and things that I've been working on in living out an authentic life. Find out who you are, take ownership, take responsibility for that person, and finally embrace that person. Be well, take care of yourselves, be good to yourselves. We'll talk soon.